Good morning, all you worm ranchers. Wanted to have a look in this Incredible Hulk, my bulk tank, which is extremely large compared to my breeders. And so I got these African nightcrawlers, and I'm not sure I'm gonna like them things. So what I found with the Europeans, okay, I got the Europeans and the red wigglers, all those. I'm trying the different worms to see which one I like to deal with, raise, whatever. These Africans came in. They're super long, and they were kind of skinny. Maybe they're babies, I don't know, but holy cow, are they super long. So what I found with the Europeans, so they were longer than the red wigglers, and they are huge, like fat worms. So super fat. Maybe they were more mature, I don't know. But what I was finding when I would go in and I would turn the bin, I mean, I was trying to be careful and everything, but sometimes when I would go back in, okay, so right here is like a prime example. I'm going to bring this over to you. So what I think happens when you turn the bin, oh, you can't see very good, that little bitty piece of worm, it's still alive. So what I have heard is, this is back in science class, I guess, is that then if you break a worm like in half, they can go on and keep living. But maybe it's not, I don't know. It's not as good. I don't know what happens because now they don't have a clitellum where they can, I guess that's how they mate and breed. So I don't know what the destiny of that little fragment is now. So that's got me super nervous that I don't like turning this bin. They are, oh my gosh, they are huge worms. So they're in here. So here's one. So you can see if I'm holding it by its head, and it's like not even really stretched all the way out, but it's long. So if I'm going in here and I'm turning and turning, I guess I'm just ripping them in half. I do not like that. That just kills me. So this is really neat. I think this might be one of their, maybe not. Maybe it's a seed. I thought maybe it was a cocoon. It's a seed. So now I'm like, I don't want to be getting in here and finding these short fragments of worms. So I don't even like turning these guys. Now, I have a, there's some coming to the top here. Please comment if you know more than I do, because I know everybody does when it comes to these worms. I see a bunch of mushrooms growing on this top surface. That's good. And they're up here on top, some of them. I'm going to guess that being up on top like that means they're maybe not happy with the environment that I've given them. Please comment on that. So I have one heater in the center right here. It's one of those, let me check the temperature. You're probably going to want to know that. What happened was when I first got them, I actually have 3 heaters, these seed starters. One here on this end, one in the center, and one on this end. And I turned off the 2 on the outer sides. Thankfully, because I had put some new binning in the center, which had a lot of leaves, and it heated up. Oh my gosh. I had some temperatures in the center of 120. There weren't any worms there, believe me. They all went to the outer edges, which thank goodness I turned those other 2 heaters off, because I'm afraid I would have fried the whole bin. Now, my temperature down at the bottom, where I'm seeing some worms in this center section where the heat's on, because I don't want them to get too cold, because I'm hearing these Africans like it warm. 84 down at the bottom by that heater. So up top feels a lot cooler. But I am seeing now that these worms have migrated more towards this center. Before they were out here on the edge. I do have some manures. I have manure here for them. I have, so here are some. And they look good. So I just really feel like I don't even want to turn this bin. It's just not good. I'm afraid I'm going to rip them apart. But they are in here and they are alive. So maybe I'll just leave this bin alone. Continue to kind of turn just to check them. I'll add food and end up just like feeding in a zone, leaving them alone, checking moisture levels. I don't know. I'm just really timid now with these, knowing that I think what's happening is that I'm just ripping them apart. I'm ripping them into pieces by doing this turning. And I know I've heard online where people have the controversy between turning and not turning, turning and not turning. And so here on this outer edge where I've got the leaves, they seem to like it there. They look plenty moist. I mean, I got good moisture here. So I think they're going to be all right. They're going to be happy. But this is just probably a worm that I'm not going to want to mess with too very much. We'll just leave them in a big tank like this. We'll feed in different zones. We'll let them multiply. And then I'll probably have to get another tank to migrate them over to once they get all this bedding ate. Anyway, all my worm buddies out there, help me out. Tell me what you think of what I should do to maybe like this species a little more. I don't mind using the heaters to keep them a little warmer. Without the heater on, my temperature here is probably going to be 65, 70s through the winter. And I think they like it a little warmer, so I'm okay. I got the tank. I got this thing under the heater, so they've got a warm section. I really don't know of a benefit yet to this breed that I'm gonna want to stick with them. I like to get in my bins and turn them. I just feel like aerating them is very important, and being able to check the moisture levels down at the bottom. And right now I feel like, I don't want to be using these because I've seen now that I'm just maybe tearing them apart. And I don't want that. I don't want to do that. So for me, maybe the best is the red wiggler, and those Indian blues. And I'm noticing that I'm ripping apart the Europeans as well. They're just big worms. I have them in the smaller bins, but just turning them, I found fragments of worms, so I must be too aggressive. I don't know, maybe my bedding is too chunky. But I need to work through all this because I want to keep it aerobic at all times, and I don't want too much moisture. So I feel like I need to turn to be able to check that moisture level on the bottom of the bin. So if you can give me some pointers, please do. I'm really working hard on trying to keep these bins healthy for what I'm using them for, and that is to get the castings to put on as a amendment fertilizer to the agriculture fields. So please help me. Help me. Have a wonderful day, everybody.